We are now joined by Radoslav Dragov from Bulgaria. He's a master's degree student in organizational change and consulting at RSM Erasmus University in Rotterdam and was awarded second place at this year's St. Gallen Rings of Excellence Award. Thank you, Rado, for granting us some of your time. In your essay, you assume that new technologies such as the internet lead to a more streamlined and conventional thinking. In what way do such technologies prevent us from developing our own opinions and thoughts?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I wouldn't say it prevents us from unconventional thinking, but it definitely promotes streamlined thinking, mainly because our attention span has terribly eroded thanks to the internet. I mean, I don't want to discount all the advantages the internet has brought to humankind, but that's not a personal opinion. That's a scientific fact that our attention span has deteriorated throughout the years, and you can see it even in the conferences. You can see people, even though the conference is very interesting, the speaker on the stage is saying very interesting things. You can see people pulling out their iPhones and just checking different things. Or I think many people have been in the same situation, opening a browser, maybe 20 tabs, but never finishing one article, just jumping from tab to tab. So that's how we cannot concentrate on one thing for a long time. And this promotes, we develop a flavor for the soundbite, for the punchline, and let's say for the streamlined.
Okay, I can definitely see that. Furthermore, Rado, you also state that globalization prevents us from thinking independently and acting courageously, as it creates a kind of the winner takes it all mentality. Doesn't this mentality promote a less risk-averse but rather courageous mode of behavior?
No, it's not winner-take-all mentality. It's the winner-take-all effect. As in, imagine a sea of dwarfs, you know, very short people, and a couple of giants. So in many industries, for instance, book publishing, not book publishing, but book writing, for instance, you can see that 99% of book sales are attributed to less than 1% of authors. So you see that even many talented people don't get noticed. Only a few of them rise to become giants. They take the whole pie, and only crumbs are left for the 99%, more than 99% of book authors. And this, you can see the risk-reward ratio is really terrible. Compared to going to a business school and going to a prestigious corporation, you're a lot, you know, it's a lot of hard work, but it's a lot safer, and you know that there's job security, and by the end of the day, you know you're going to receive a generous paycheck. So that's why people, when they have to choose between the two, will I take something courageous, will I find my own company, or I'll just go to a business school and join a huge corporation which offers generous rewards, job security, then many people are persuaded to take the second road to the giant corporation.
Okay, thank you. Coming to the last question, yes. Drago, reminding us of this year's topic, rewarding courage. How does the culture of capitalism and globalization have to change in order to promote unconventional thinking and behavior again?
Well, what we can do, one of the things I mentioned in my essay is that we have corporations have been getting bigger and bigger. Again, this effect. So you got smaller amount of startups, but many global companies. I saw many of the students now go to Starbucks or go to McDonald's. You can find them in more than 200 countries. Everywhere you'd see all those corporations, and they're killing local business, and they're killing local entrepreneurship, and they're killing unconventional thinking. So if you can't beat them, why not join them? And I think the best thing is to break up those companies, or to have, not break up, I don't want to sound like socialism, but definitely have very strong antitrust laws and promote entrepreneurship. Also, I think the inequality in wages should be more equal. It shouldn't be so steep, the difference between. So people won't be persuaded to go into those huge corporations just by the generous bonuses and salaries they provide. And I think if you foster entrepreneurship, many people will pursue their passion, They will come up with new ideas, and overall, it's better for the economy. Finally, I must say we can't do much about. I mentioned the problem with book authors, for instance. That's largely a side effect from technology, because now I guess many people have read, let's say, Harry Potter, let's say Twilight, all these books, but they were written by an American author somewhere. Well, in the second case, Twilight, yes. But thanks to technologies, everywhere in the world they're read. And people don't read local authors because you can read a tale that everyone knows. And I don't think we can do much about it except reverting back to the Stone Age, but I don't think that's desirable.
Yeah, probably not. Probably that's not the, may not be the right way either. Thank you, Drago, for joining us at this year's symposium. Enjoy your time here in St. Gallen. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.